Okay, so yeah, I did manage to forget about the live stream. So yeah, totally forgot about the live stream, and I don't remember where we stopped at. Upstate, good, good start. Whatever. All right. So I'm gonna have to check what was the last where we stopped at because I don't know where in the world we stopped at. Okay, I think I know where we stopped at. Definitely know where we stopped at. We stopped at the Route 27 that we're going to be. No, that's not the 27. Crap. 28, 30, 31. No, we actually stopped at the 32. I remember now. Stopped at the 32. So last time we were looking at the Route 1, the 8. I gotta find out what was the other route. Yeah, the 1, 8, the 12, the 19, and the 28. Also the 30, the 31, and we will stop at the 32, which is unfortunately, and I don't think there will be no alternative service going through. Hold on, let me check. I gotta check what was the alternative service. So the alternative service would be the Route 4 to 9 to 27 and the B line. If you're wondering what's the B line, that's the Broad Street line. So what was the route again? Okay, so the 4, the 9, the 27, and what route again? The B line, or either the Broad Street line. All right, and let's. I don't know which route that goes through, because that looks like the same way as the 32 goes through. I mean, there's 33rd Street. So as I was looking at the map from, I believe, last Thursday, and there's no. alternate route to go through 33rd Street. So yeah. So people going to need to go to 33rd Street. That'll be the Route 3 from York Dolphin Station at the L, or either Cecil B. Moore at the B line. And click on the 32. So, so yeah, that's happening from that. Route 35 will be discontinued, which is like the Roxborough Loop, Manahawk Roxborough Loop. So as the alternative route will be the Route 9, the 27, the 32, and the Manahawk Norristown line, known as the, I believe, R5, the regional rail line. So let me go ahead and go to, this has got to be the, no, that's 61. I got to find the 35. 9, 125 to 27, 38, 61. Dang, where's the 35 at? I also have one selected. So let me get that out. 4, the 9. Alright. So yeah, that's where the 35 goes through. If I could get back on the, yeah, that's where the 35 you go through. So as the alternative route would be the regional rail line, the Manahawk Norristown line, or known as the R5. The 27, I don't think the 27 does actually go through. No, the 9 goes through there, so you can check the 9. So yeah, there's going on. There's like a the 27. There's another line that goes through there. I don't know if the 35 does. No, that's 32. But we're focusing on the 35. So the alternative route to from this area would be the 27 and the 9, and over there that would be the Manahawk Norristown line, or known as the R5. And I do not think there will be no. Alright, so okay, there's Manahawk right here. So if you only take only take a train, the Manahawk line or the R5 line, and where do 35 would turn at? They turn on Domino Lane from Umbrella Street. So Domino Umbrella. Here's Manahawk. Then where is the train station at? Okay, so the looks like it's supposed to be a train station there, but is there a bus that could? No, okay, so there's a bus stop there, right there, but you have to go next block, or yeah, you have to go a block to get to where the. Okay, yeah, gonna have to go through a block to get to the station. Okay, there's another station here. There go Umbrella. Umbrella. That'll be Ivy Ridge. So there's Umbrella Street, and that's gonna be Domingo Street. And where do? Alright, so that would be the 62 right here. Unfortunately, the 62 will be discontinued. So the alternative route for people who rely on the 62, gonna have to take the R5 from Center City to Ivy Ridge at Ridge Station, which is Roxborough, Manahawk Station. And then Summer, who lives there, relying on the 35, gonna have to take the 27 or the 9 actually. Yeah, the 27, the 32, gonna have to rely on the 9. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. 43 will be shortened from Delaware at, I believe, I would say like Richmond at somewhere around there through Spring Garden Station. So as the alternative route will be the Route 25 and the 15. So to get to this area right here from Spring Garden Station, since well, I'm supposed to be showing you the alternative route for discontinue, but I'll go ahead and do that now since that's got to be kind of like an easy one to do. So 43 is going to be discontinued. Well, not discontinued, but shorten it from Port Richmond through Spring Garden Station at the L line station, Spring Garden Station. So since the 43 is going to be shortened, so that means the 43 will end their line at end their trip at Spring Garden Station for the L. So they're gonna have to take the 25 from front of Spring Garden or second at Spring Garden. Make a turn. That right there used to be the somewhere around there used to be no, that's somewhere around there used to be the Greyhound yard. You know, like the Greyhound bus yard. So you take the 25 from front of Spring Garden. That's the 43. No, 43 is not discontinued, but it will be shortened. So you need to take the 25 from here, and then make sure you take the one that goes to terminal, the Frankfurt terminal, not the Columbus Common or not the Pier 70, Frankfurt terminal or Frankfurt Transit Center, Frankfurt Transportation Center. So leave from Spring Garden, they'll go north, and then they'll turn at Frankfurt where they meet with the Route 15 or either the G line. Well, the G line's gonna combine with gonna replace by buses for permanent. So I'll say the 15 will be coming back, and then I'll say you could transfer here for the eastbound to Richmond and Westmoreland. So you take the bus. No, that's well. For now, you can take the G line. I don't know if the 43 is going to be shortened. Gonna have to duplicate. I don't think I'll be. Let's see. Okay, so the T1 and the G line will become buses for January 2026 if they don't pass the funding by August. So after you take the 25 from Spring Garden to get to Frankfurt at Delaware, you transfer to the G line for now. Well, for now it's the G line, but until January it's going to be at about 15, back to 15 that I'll say. So you take the Route 15 to Richmond and Westmoreland, and it'll turn. Oh wait, I don't think there's there's no trolley that. Well, there's not even no turns to get to Frankfurt. Like, what's the point of having? Okay, so I guess you're gonna have to take the 25 further to Girard Ave, and then you have to get off at Frankfurt at Girard, and then take the G line or the fifth G line from Girard at Frankfurt, go all the way to at least Aramingo. I think Somerset's got to be no, that's the 54. 39 you could take because that normally ends at Delaware. Here's Aramingo Avenue. So I guess there's Cambria. Okay, so this is where you can get off back Richmond at Cambria. So that's the 43 ends here. So yeah, there's Cambria here where you need to get off at Richmond and Cambria. So yeah, I'll say it's just only two lines, just from front of Spring Garden to Richmond and Cambria. So yeah, 44 will be discontinued as the alternative route will be the L from 2nd Street, go all the way to 30th Street, and then take the route 125 just to get off at Wissahickon, and then take the 65. So it goes all the way to Almore. So yeah, okay, so 44 will be discontinued. So let me go ahead and go to 2nd Street, set front of Market. So here's the bus stop there. There's Pence Landing that they working on. So that's why the 17 is no longer served through Pence Landing. So I'm trying to find a 41 stop there. No, or not the 41, the 44. So here's the stop here for the 44. So we're gonna ended up taking the L line from 2nd Street westbound to 69th Street Transit Center. So we get on the L, go all the way to 30th Drexel Station at 30th Street Station. And then we get off at Drexel Station at 30th Street Station. So now we need to take the route 125 to get to Wissahickon Terminal. And then it'll go into the Schuylkill Expressway to get to Wissahickon Terminal. Yeah, I remember I was on a Greyhound bus heading back to Bowling Green, and we gone through Wissahickon Terminal once we left Philadelphia. Our next stop was Harrisburg, so we gone through Wissahickon from that on our way to Harrisburg. All right, this is where they're gonna go through. No, that's is it? No, there's Ridge Avenue. No, that's the other one. Stay on Schuylkill Expressway all the way to this exit right here to get on City Avenue. And then this is where you need to get off at. There's the new terminal for Wissahickon. The original rail line station is a couple of further feet away, so you're gonna have to get off at the next one if you wanna, or actually take the 9 or the 27 or the 65. I don't know if the 65 is gonna be extending. So yeah, this is where you need to get off at, or well, actually they're gonna drop it off here. So once they do that, now you need to take the 65 from Wissahickon to 69th Street. So it'll get onto City Avenue, and then go. I would say you could get off at either. I would say you could get off at 69th Street if you like. Here's Overbrook Station, where the Manahawk, not the Manahawk, the did I just pass the here's the Overbrook Station where they're gonna be where the POD Thorndale line will be discontinued. I think it's where's this stop for? 63. So I guess they continue on through City Avenue if I can find that stop, unless I skipped it, or either off the route. This is the 63 route, so I guess okay. So they turn at 63rd Street after that, and then they stay on 63rd. So I guess they'll turn at okay. So you can get off at 63rd at Woodbine here, or you could stay on the bus, stay on the 65 to get to 69th Street if you like. If you don't want to, like, you could get up either at 63rd at Woodbine, or you could get off at 69th Street to transfer to the 105 to get to what spot? Ardmore. So I'll say we could go ahead and get up at. So here's the 63rd at Malvern for the T1 line, or in the future it will be the trolley route 10. Well, the route 10, return of the route 10. So we stay on the 65, and we on Malvern on our way to 69th Street. No, we're on the 105. Jesus Christ. No, we actually been. I actually skipped. I actually. Here's the 65. Then what do I. So do I have to go through. 65 supposed to be going through there? Yeah, 65 goes through there. So it turns at 66th Street. And I do not think there will be no. Yeah, they're still going through 66. And then I guess they'll turn the Haverford, Haverford Ave. Yeah, to do go past. No, that's 30, which is the route that will be discontinued. No, and I guess I already just passed the here's the 65 still. No, that's 65. I guess 65 passes there then. Yeah, 65 will turn out Lansdowne Ave. So I guess I'm assuming that we are now at Upper Darby, where we getting close to I don't know, close to the 69th Street Transit Center. Here's the North Side High Speed Line or the M line. No, we actually passed through there. So we okay. So they actually have to go through Covington Road, and then this is where the 65 will turn to the busway to get to the northbound berth terminal to drop off passengers here. So this is a 69th Street Transit Center where you can take the L, the D line, and the M line. So after you took the 65 from Wissahickon Transit Center to 69th Street, you're gonna have to get off here at 69th Street. So now you're gonna have to take the 105 to go all the way to Admore. 105 to Admore. So you get on the 65, or not the 65, the 105. Get back on Covington Road, and then real soon you're gonna be ended up in Philadelphia, back in Philadelphia. No, that's the 106. So the 105. So the 105 go through Lansdale. Yeah, the 105 go through Lansdale. And once you get to 66, I guess they'll turn. No, they don't. So if they're on Harper Line, then there's a 106. So what about the 105? Did they? I'm confused. So did they actually go through 75th Street then? Because I'm pretty sure the 106 goes to 76th Street. No, that's the 103 line. Jesus Christ. Look for the 105 one. Bear with me. This is the one, no, that's the 106. So where do the 105 go through? Hartford Ave? That's the 30. Or do they continue on to Lansdowne? Alright, so I guess they continue on to Lansdowne. So, alright, so they actually go through 68th Street. Turns at 68th Street. And then get on to Malvern Ave, where they meet with the 105. Oh, not the 105, the 65. Joins with us, your 64th. And then there's 63rd, where we meet with the T1 line for now. And then I guess they'll turn on 63rd. No, the 65, that's for the 65. So we continue on through, yeah, we continue on through 63rd until, which street is this one? Lancaster, I guess, or 62nd. No, I guess I would say Lancaster. No, that's the 63. So here's Malvern, 63rd on Malvern Loop, or the hub. Alright, so they turn at Lancaster on the left side, and they go past through Overbrook, so I'll say we're still in Philadelphia. So, so looks like they're gonna turn here. That's like a new street, I guess, or like a new road. I'm not sure. That's the hospital. So they'll pass through the medical center. Like a new medical center. Is Lucky News in Philadelphia? No, that's Penway, PA. That's Penway. Alright, so they leave. I guess get back on Lincoln Highway. I'm not sure. Let me check. Okay, there's a bus stop. There's yeah, the 105 will be back at Lancaster Ave or Lincoln Highway. I don't know. What I had the feeling that there might be a same way that'll get you to Bucks County. Like where the no, that's I had a or either to the Boulevard. Like I had a feeling that could be a same route to get to the Boulevard. I'm not sure. So I would say we should got off from Philadelphia, so we should be somewhere around the Montgomery line, Montgomery County. So it's still on the 105 on our way to Ardmore. But however, the 105 will be extending from Ardmore to Paoli. Alright, here's the Paoli Thorndale line. That will be discontinued. And the Amtrak Keystone and the Pennsylvania line will go through there. Alright, so here's the no, that's Harvard. What station was that? Harvard Ford line. No, Harvard Ford Station. We'll still continue on through Lancaster Ave. Here's Old Lancaster Road. There we go. No, that's Brigmore. Still on Lancaster Ave. On the 105. Rosemont. So they enter on Rosemont. Damn, where is that more? Did I skip it? Here's Harport. Admore. There's Admore Avenue. So unfortunately I passed it. So there you go, Admore Avenue. But was there like a alright, there's a 44 there. So you can get off here actually. So you can get off at Lancaster at Station Avenue. And now you're now at I don't know if there's another bus stop. Okay, so there's a bus stop there. So now you are now at Ardmore Avenue Station. So yeah. So I'll say you got to take three lines. One is the L line. The other one is the 65. Well, the L line. No, actually, that's not three lines. That's four lines, actually. One is the L. from 2nd Street to 30th Street, and the second one is the 125 from 30th Street to Wissahickon. The third line is the 65 from Wissahickon to 69th Street, and the fourth one is the 105 from 69th Street to Avamore. So yeah, the 47N will be discontinued. So I see alternative route will be the 47, the regular 47. The 50 will be discontinued. So as the alternative will be the 20 and the 130. So let's see how much we got. 35 minutes. So let's go ahead and head to the terminal. So the 50 will be discontinued. So the alternative route will be the 20 and the 120, 130. So you leave from Frankfurt by the Route 20. So go through the busway, gets on the Bustleton Avenue, and then once you get to the Boulevard, they go through there. I've been on the Route 20 before. And they'll stay on the Boulevard until they get to Holmes Avenue. So I'm still on the 20 from Frankfurt heading to Philadelphia. So here's Holmes Avenue. So they'll turn until they get to, wait, what? No, I already passed Home Circle. And there's Home Circle there. So I'm still on the 20 left after the turn out the Boulevard to go through the circle, get on Ashton Road. And then once you get to Willett, they'll turn. No, that's Tyson. Tremont. Here's Willett Avenue or Willett Road. And then Chalfont, they'll turn until we get to Academy. Here's Academy. Turn up to North. Oh yeah, see, alternative route for continuing on through Ashton, that will be the 19th. No, not the 19th. The 19th will be discontinued. So I'll say you're gonna have to walk through there from where's so you're gonna have to walk through there as your alternative. So there'll be no buses that will go through Ashton Road. So we're still on the 20. So they could go through Morel Avenue or they could continue on through Ashton, or not Ashton, Academy. So let's keep on going past the red line where I don't think the 67 will be meeting us there. And here's Chalfont. They could came from the Chalfont if they had to go through Keswick. Here's Academy. I'm still on Academy Mall. Once they pass through Byberry Road, they will turn through Medford Road, and then they'll turn at Mechanicsville, and then turn at Knights Road, get into Franklin Mills Boulevard, and then they're at Philadelphia Mills. So you're gonna have to get off at the bus at Philadelphia Mills because that's the end of the line. Oh wait, no, it's right there. So once you get up to 20, now you're gonna have to take the 130. So you get on the 130, it'll turn here, turn on Franklin Mills Boulevard, and then it'll turn on Knights Road, stay on Knights Road, and now once you get to State Street or State Road, here's State Road, they'll turn, and then once they get to here, they'll get in, and no, that's the other way. Go around it, and now they're at Parks Casino. So yeah, So this is how you get from the terminal, Frankfurt terminal to Park Casino, since they're going to be 50 by August if they don't pass the funding. So you need to take the two lines. One is the 20 from Frankfurt to Philadelphia Mills, and the other one is 130 from Philadelphia Mills to Park Casino. That 130 goes to Park Casino. 6 and 1 will be shortened, so as the alternative route will be the Manahawk Norristown line. 62 will be discontinued, so as the alternative route will be the 9 and the 27. So, and they go to Andorra. So, yeah. You can take the R5 from Center City to Wissahickon, get off at Wissahickon Terminal, and you're going to have to take the 9 to get to here, or the 27 to there, and then you have to walk through there. 73 will be discontinued, as the alternative route will be the 25 and 84, or either you could take the, well, actually, yeah, the 25. So 73 will be discontinued on that day, well, on either August or January. So the 73 will leave through Bridge Street, and then once you get to Taurus, I think they continue on Torso, do they? No, I don't think so. No, they don't continue on to Torso, so they continue on to Torso until I'll say Richmond. Alright, so I'll say you need to take the 20. Take. I'll say take. So take the 25 from Bridge Frankfurt, go to Torso. So you're on Bridge Street. The 25 goes to Bridge Street. And once you get to Torso, you get off here. And now you need to take the 56 over here after you get off the 25. So the 56 goes through Torresdale. And then once you get to Frankfurt, well, not Frankfurt, Kensington, now you need to take the 53 here. Get on the 53. It will turn on Castor. And then they will turn on Segley Avenue. No, that's not it. They're actually going to turn to Glenwood Avenue. And then Butler Street. The 53 will be extending, as you know. And then they'll turn on Eremigo, so they're going to fill up the 89 here. So they'll stay on Eremigo until they get to Ontario. Here's Ontario. So they'll turn here. And then once they get to Richmond, they'll turn here until they get to Westmoreland. So here's Westmoreland. They'll end here. So yeah, that would be your alternative route for Route 73. So you need to take 3 lines. One is the 25 from Frankfurt to Torresdale at Bridge. And then you need to transfer to the 56 from Bridge at Torresdale to Kensington. And you need to take the 53 from Erie at Kensington all the way to Richmond and Westmoreland. So that is your alternative route for the 73. The 77 will be discontinued as the alternative route from Commonwealth Boulevard through here would be the 70, and there'll be no alternative route through beyond Cottman. The 22 will be your alternative route from this area here. and no alternative route on Chestnut. So as the alternative route would be Chestnut Hill East line, or either the 94 if the 94 will be running, and 50. I'm pretty sure. I think the 51 was still running. So I'm not sure, but I think the 51 was still runs. So yeah. 78 will be discontinued as the alternative route until January of 2026 will be the Trenton line from Center City to Cornwall's High. Until January 2026, there will be no Trenton line. That route will be discontinued. So I'll say no alternative route for the 78. Route 80 will be discontinued as the alternative route will be the Warminster line, the R2. I think the R2 is, or R3, I'm not sure. Or no, R1 this has to be the airport line. So the alternative route will be the 22, 55, and 310. So you need to take the 22 to get to Overbrook. No, that's Willow Grove. And then you need to transfer to the 310 to this area here. Route 84 will be shortened from Philadelphia Mills through Bucks County Community College. So I see alternative route will be the 58 here and the Route 14 to get off at Southampton. And then you're going to have to walk through there. I don't know if the 14 was still running through there. Okay, so no, actually the 14 will still run through there because there will be no changes on the 14 for August and January. So yeah, the alternative route will be the 14 here, the 58 here. So yeah, that's your alternative route. The 88 will be discontinued. So as the alternative route will be the 14 to 20 and the 66. 66 will goes to Frankfurt at Gregg from the terminal. I would say usually they ends at City Line or Frankfurt at 9. 14 will go through the boulevard, past through Welsh Road. So you could get off Welsh Road at the boulevard and you could just walk somewhere around there. 58 will go through there too. And yeah. The 89 will be discontinued as the alternative route will be the 25, 53, and the L line. So from York Dolphin to Arrett, that'll be the L. Going through Hunting Park Avenue, that'll be the 53. From G Street to M Street, the 25 will be alternative route through Aramingo Avenue. So yeah. The 90 will be discontinued as the alternative route will be the 98 to get to Paymount Meetings from Norristown. The 92 will be discontinued from Westchester to King of Prussia. So as the alternative route, there will be the 124 between Chandler Brook to King of Prussia. No alternative route to get to Westchester. So yeah, no alternative route for that. 95 will be discontinued as the alternative route will be the 97 to get from this area here. Willow Grove Park Mall is here. Golf there. 103 will be discontinued. So the 105 and the M line will be going through Almore. 106 will be discontinued as the alternative route will be the 103, the 105, and until January 2026 will be the Paoli Thornhill line. So I'll say as the alternative route will be the Route 105 as your alternative route. There'll be no alternative route from this area here unless you have to walk there. 15 will be shortened from Delaware County Community College through Darby Terminal. 118 will be discontinued between Chester Terminal through Newtown Square as the alternative route will be the 110, 112, 120, 117. I've never been on the 118 before, so I don't know what would be the alternative route for y'all if y'all rely on the 118. 120 would be discontinued. The alternative route would be the 104, 109, 112, 113, and 119. So from those area here will be our alternative route. Okay, so the 113 will be alternative route here, I'm guessing. No, the 113 goes to 69th Street. So I guess the 119 goes through there then. 124 will be shortened between Golf Mill Station M line to Center City, Philadelphia. So the alternative line will be the L line and the 125. The 125 will be shortened from Center City to 30th Street. So the alternative one will be the ML line. 126 will be discontinued. As the alternative route will be the 104, 107, and 112. 127 would be discontinued, so that's going to be the major problem that I could say. And I got a message from Discord. 127 is going to be the major problem to people who's going to be going to Trenton. So if y'all live anywhere here, I mean, the alternative one is going to be the 129 through where is somewhere around there will be the regional rail line station. That will be closed. So it's going to be a major problem. So y'all take the 129 from Levittown Station, go all the way to Oxford Mall, and then y'all have to take the 14 from Oxford Mall to Frankfurt, and then y'all have to take the L line from Frankfurt to Center City, and y'all gonna have after you get to 11th or somewhere in Center City, y'all gonna have to get to the take the New Jersey Transit Bus 409 to Trenton. That goes 409 bus to New Jersey Transit Bus Route 409 to Trenton. Well, yeah, Route 409 goes to Trenton from Philly. So I see alternative route would be the New Jersey Transit Bus from Trenton to Center City, Philadelphia. That goes through, I think, Binghamton, Florence. That's another one. Riverside, Pennsauken, Camden, and then Philadelphia. 128 will be discontinued as the alternative will be the 129. 132 will be discontinued as the alternative will be the 96. Somewhere around 113 will be discontinued as well. So the 129 and 130 will be our alternative from here. No alternative service to Cornwall's High or pass through Cornwall's High. 150 will be discontinued, so as the alternative one will be the 130, the 20, the 26, and the 51. So that's 4 routes from Park Casino to Plymouth Meeting. So y'all gonna have to take 130 from Park Casino to Philadelphia Mills, or actually not Philadelphia Mills, the Mechanicsville at 9. And then y'all have to take the 20 from Mechanicsville at 9 to Frankfurt, and then y'all have to take the 26 from Frankfurt to Only, and now y'all have to take the 51 from Only to Plymouth Meeting. 201 will be discontinued, no alternative routes. I don't know. Is there any routes that'll be alternative? 204 will be discontinued as well, so I'll say somewhere around there will be alternative route. I don't know which route. 206 will be discontinued as well. Now I'll say no alternative route. 311 will be discontinued. IC alternative route will be the 310. Boulevard Direct will be discontinued, so IC alternative route will be the Route 14. And they're also gonna discontinue the B line owl and the L line owl. The B3 we're also gonna be discontinued, so IC alternative route will be the 61 through Ridge Street or Ridge Avenue, and then you're gonna have to take the get off of Fairmount and then get on the B line. The Chestnut Hill West line will be discontinued. I'm pretty sure that's got to be the one that goes through the Amtrak station tracks. Charlotte line will be discontinued. So I see alternative will be the 10, the 38, the 40, and the 65. Paoli Thorndale line will be discontinued, so people is getting off of Paoli here. Y'all gonna have to take the Amtrak to get off that Paoli from Philly. And you can also take the 105 to get to Villanova or the M line to get to Villanova. The Trenton line will be discontinued. That's the major problem. So people coming from Holmesburg Junction or Tacony, Torresdale, Bridge Street, Brightsburg, that could be the 66, 129 to get you to Bristol. And I do not think that the West Trenton line would be your option. So I will say the New Jersey Transit Bus 409 will be your option to get to Trenton from Philly. So I would say most likely as the alternative route for the Trenton line, if people need to get from Philly to Trenton, that would be the New Jersey Transit Bus 409. So let's go ahead and get your alternative routes for the regional rail Trenton line. So you leaving from Jefferson Station, well, actually, usually starts from Temple University, but I'll say start from Jefferson. So you're waiting for the New Jersey Transit Bus 409. That's the 38. So you need a 409 to get to Trenton. Yeah, you need a 409 to Trenton. So it goes through the City Hall, gets on Bar Street, and then turns on Vine Street, and then 8th Street, Ray Street, and then gets on the Ben Franklin Bridge to get to Camden. So if anyone wanted to know where to get to, where they actually go through, I know they go through Pennsauken, they go through Camden. First through Camden and then Pennsauken. I don't know, I have the video of the full ride to get you from Philly to Camden, not Camden, Philly to Trenton from New Jersey Transit. There you are. Alright. Here's the link for the video of the Route 409 the full ride of the New Jersey Transit Bus 409 from Philly to Trenton. So yeah, that will be your alternative route for the Trenton line from Philadelphia to Trenton. We also got the Wilmington Newark line. We're also going to be discontinued. So people will rely on the Wilmington Newark line to get to Wilmington, Delaware, or anywhere in Delaware. As the alternative route will be the Amtrak, either the Northeast Regional or the Acela from Philly to Wilmington. Or you have to take the L from Center City, go all the way to 69th Street, and then y'all had to take the 113 bus from 69th Street to Claymont, Delaware. And then y'all had to take the Dart bus, Route 13 from Claymont to I think Dover, well, I'll say Wilmington Station. And then y'all had to take about either the 6 or the 33, that's the Dart bus, from Wilmington to Newark. So that will be, I believe, four lines that will be to get from Philly to Newark, Delaware. Yeah. So yeah, but I'll go ahead and conclude the live stream of the service cuts. So the Trenton line people from Philly to Trenton, as the alternative route will be the Route 409. That's the New Jersey Transit bus. So the New Jersey, so that um, no, I don't want to know store. We also got a major problem at the Port Authority bus terminal and the Atlantic City bus terminal. Ah, crap! There's gonna be like 45 minute delay due to the Ocean wildfire at Ocean City. So they're actually gonna be talking about the Route 319 from New York to Atlantic City. So that's the route. So that's 319. So yeah, service traveling into and out of New York City to Atlantic City will be subject to 45-minute delay due to wildfire in Ocean City, resulting in closure of the Garden State Parkway. So that's going to be the major problem for the people who rely on the 319 that need to get from Atlantic City to New York City or from New York City to Atlantic City. 316 normally goes from Philadelphia. Okay, 409. Oh wait, I'm not even on. Let's see. From the Greyhound Terminal to Trenton Transit Trenton Transit Center. Let's see. Oh, what is the SEPTA for? Isn't the one I'm looking for the 409, not the SEPTA. And they also want me to take the River Line. Okay, then Philadelphia 10 at Market. See if that is gonna happen. International Airport. I don't know why I'm doing. Oh no, obviously. Let's see. The Greyhound station. I mean, there's no buses that go through Greyhound. Go through the Greyhound station. Okay, there's a map. Station directly. Trenton Transit Center. All right, so the 409 will drop you off here, and then y'all gonna have to cross the street to get to the station, and then the Northeast Quarter line will pick up passengers at track 1 or 2. Track 5 usually used by SEPTA. Track 4 usually picking up passengers for Amtrak. So yeah, that's the Trenton Transit Center. And here's the light River Line train from that goes to Camden Philadelphia points south. That will be usually that will be SEPTA. Now it's going to be Amtrak. So yeah, the 409 usually will drop you off at. Oh wow. Let me see if I can find Philadelphia. No, I don't think that would be no Philadelphia. How about Atlantic City? Yeah, I'm not even. Oh well, they do. So there's the Atlantic City line, and there's the bus terminal here. So gate two is 4552, gate three 319, four gate four is 501. Gate eight is the last one, so that's a 551. Gate nine through 12 usually used by Greyhound, but unfortunately the Greyhound will no longer go through Atlantic City bus terminal. So yeah. Oh wait, alright, so the Route 6 goes to the Atlantic City terminal, Atlantic City station for the Atlantic City line. Let's see, station directly. Here's the Walter Rand Transportation Center. So this is the Walter Rand Transportation Center. So this is the stuff for Greyhound, and then gate one will be bus. If I could, okay, if I could, for 313. No, that's gate one 316, and the 419 at gate one, and the gate two will be 404 and 418 to Trenton. That's the express route that will not go to Philadelphia. 409 will lead you on gate number 7, which is the last one, and the 400 and those routes, and there's could be a Packer platform. There's a Riverline train line there. Let me go ahead and then the Walter Rand. During Philadelphia. Malls, shopping, hospitals, government office, entertainments, college and universities. Malls of shopping like Cherry Hill, that'll be the 404, 405, 413 for some reason, and 450. I want to find a 551 if I could do. Oh, wait. No, college and university dots. So, yeah, that's the Walter Rand. There we go, Philadelphia. They do like, I don't, they still doing excursion tickets for both the 551 and 316. But we're not here to do that stuff. And I've been looking at something. I'm trying to find bus tickets. One way, 156, children fair. Military transfers. Okay, transfers are available to just by one-way full fare pay rider. So only transfer must be purchased on time board. Customer flag fare. Yeah, I'm trying to find something. Find a schedule. Let's see. Accessibility maps. Station directly. River line where Hudson. I definitely not gonna end in a misspell schedules. Okay, so if I click back to New Jersey Transit, then maybe I could find departure version, enter the station name, plan your trip. I do not think that would be. Or let me see if I could get on schedule, Route 49 schedule. Uh, 409. So I guess I can't even. Do I have it? No, that's the empty transit thing. Mm-hmm. Train schedules. I know that's not it. So yeah, I'll say I don't think I'll be able to find something that can. Let me get rid of that. Fares. Mm, PDF. Schedule some fares. Dutch. No, that's not it. I'm trying to find a schedule for the bus 409. Download the PDF. Okay, from Philadelphia to Trenton. Philadelphia, Trenton. 4, that's not. That's the 409. That's the one I wanted to see. But I want the one that goes from there. Go Market Street. Why taking all the way to Transit Center then? Greyhound Station, Transit Center. That's a 409. So one way is 1120 for the bus 409. For children and seniors will be just $5 from Philly to Trenton. So this is how much y'all have to pay for one way. So let me get my calculator. Okay, from Google then. So how much it was of 1124? So for a round trip, that'll be $22.40 for a round trip from Philly to Trenton on the bus 409. So for the children and elderlies or children and seniors, so 5 times 2, that equals to $10 for a round trip from Philly to Trenton. So yeah. So yeah, I could go ahead and conclude the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, thank you all for watching this live stream. Comment, like, subscribe, and hopefully that stuff will not happen. Hopefully that's the service cuts will not gonna happen. So hopefully the funding could go up. So if not, then yeah, the service cut's going to be happening, and the third hiking for stuff that will be going to happen as well. And it's going to be a lot of problems for people to get to places to places if there's going to be like service cuts, like the regional rail lines, 5 regional rail lines, Trenton line to get to Trenton Transit Center, to catch the New Jersey Transit train to get to New York, or the R2 line to get to Wilmington. So yeah, that would be the problem for people. So yeah, that concludes the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching this live stream, and I apologize for like an hour or something delay due to the fact that I forgot about the live stream. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video, well, this live stream. So if you'd like to watch the 409 full live video, there's a link right here where my mouse is at. I don't know if y'all can see that. And I will meet you guys until next time. And I'm also going to be working on posting the last vlog video from February. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll meet you guys until next time.